Hi, I'm Marc Steinberg, founder of Creative Consciousness International and creator of Consciousness Coaching and the Academy. Today, I want to share with you why I love coaching so much. The reason is because it's the number one effective method when it comes to empowering another human being. So I'm looking at therapy, I'm looking at mentoring, I'm looking at consulting, and I'm looking at coaching. And I want to compare the four so that you get an idea what coaching is and especially what it isn't. So when we take a look at any empowerment, then consulting seems to be for the mind the most effective choice. I have a problem or I have a challenge, and I'm gonna share that with my friend or with a professional, and they give me their take, their opinion, their perspective, and that might be very powerful and very valuable, especially in technological fields. But when it comes to empowering a human being, then I found that consulting is not very lasting. Why? Because the information, no matter how good it is, that you get from the expert, you take in as second-hand knowledge. It's not something you discovered for yourself. And like when you have a wooden splinter in your hand, the body rejects it over time because it's regarded as a foreign object. Such is second-hand knowledge. The ego is not regarding it as its own discovery. Therefore, sooner or later, it goes into resistance to it and rejects it. No? Do you know what I'm talking about? I think you do. And therefore, consulting is not my first choice when it comes to sustainable empowerment. So how about mentoring? Well, mentoring is great because it is some information that has been integrated and practiced and became real by the person who is your mentor. But it's again it's their journey, it's their knowledge. Yes, you can learn from it. Yes, you can get warnings not to do particular things in order to make unnecessary losses, etc. The whole system of modeling from Anthony Robbins, it has value, absolutely. And again, it doesn't mean that you have discovered something for yourself and therefore it becomes an integrated part of yourself. You always need to model it, and sooner or later your ego goes into resistance whether you like it or not. So therapy is the third option in the common methodologies to empower human being. Therapy also has a good value. It goes into the past, it heals there what has been a wound, what has been a trauma and is incomplete. And in that past, there's a lot what can be healed and therefore you are empowered because you're more whole. Absolutely agreed. And it does not take you in the future. It does not ask you what is it you really want, what is it you are inspired to create, what is it you are internally regarding as your greatest gift, your most authentic self-expression, your legacy to this planet. What would make you get up in the morning, early in the morning, and be inspired about starting your day? What would make you want to live like you have never lived before? You know, these kind of pulls into our potential. That's when coaching comes in. Coaching comes from the future. It asks you, okay, is it you want to create? I keep it very simple for the moment. Next question, what's in the way? And then coaching is an interaction that is conducted by asking questions. The coach listens to you. He's fully present. So in that presence already, you feel that somebody is totally attending to you, and that empowers you already. So in the presence of the coach, you already are on a subconscious level being empowered and therefore coming up with better stuff than normally when you just think for yourself. However, the coach does much more. He listens not only, he's waiting for the moment to ask a question, to ask the right question, to ask not a yes-no question, an open question as we call it in coaching. And this question suddenly opens a window in your consciousness, a window in your mind, and you see a whole new world of possibilities. And that's your own discovery. The question itself is just a trigger, but what you see is your own discovery. And with that discovery, your ego suddenly says, that's what I discovered, that's ours. Therefore, it becomes sustainable, it becomes integrated, it becomes powerful. And a good coach can do that. A good coach knows what to listen for, when to listen, how to listen, and then to ask the right question at the right time. and suddenly you're in a different space, you're in a different level. So that's why I love coaching so much. There are many more reasons. If you're interested, just watch one of the other videos around coaching and check out the website. And thank you for listening. See you next week.